Hey guys, in this video we're going to break down how to compute the complement of a fuzzy set using Python. Now if you recall the core definition, given a fuzzy set A, the complement is computed using a very simple transformation. Each membership value is inverted using 1 minus the original value, right? So what makes this interesting is that unlike classical sets, we are not dealing with binary membership. We're working in a continuous space between 0 and 1, which gives us more of an expressive power. So instead of just theory, we'll implement this concept step by step using a clean class-based approach in Python. So right here we have two segments, complement set, which is a class, and a main method. And we enter the elements. So how the flow goes is we enter the elements, right? And we enter the element and membership pair like we have in the previous videos. And this particular video will be almost similar to the previous video, which is the alpha cut or alpha value, and which is the threshold value. And in this video we'll be only dealing with a single set. So right here we have created an object that is fs, which will be of type complement set, and on doing that we have initialized the properties inside the default constructor with an empty dictionary to fuzzy dictionary, right? And on doing that we use that object to call create fuzzy dictionary, and we create the dictionary with element and membership values fulfilling its necessary conditions. So after we have created the dictionary with element and membership value pair, we have in line 45 complement dictionary, which is of type dictionary, and it takes the key as string and its membership value as a float value, and it is receiving a dictionary. How do we know that? Now I have called fs the object, and I have called the find complement method using that object fs, and we are returning a dictionary. So this is how we know that this method find complement is returning a dictionary, and that dictionary is getting stored in complement dictionary in line 45, right? And that dictionary will be of type key value as string and float. So inside find complement method, the first line, that is line 35, we have initialized a complement dictionary which is going to store the result of the complement of the fuzzy set, right? Complement of each membership value of that fuzzy set. So how do we do this? So we loop through the fuzzy dictionary. Since we are using items method here, we have access to both keys and the value of that dictionary, and we calculate that complement should be equal to 1 minus the membership value. Since we have access to the membership value, we subtract that from 1 and we store it in complement. Now complement will also be of float type. Since the value that we are entering will be 0 point something, which is a float type, the complement will also be storing the result as 1 minus the membership value, which will also be of float type. And on doing that, we enter the complement and we round it off to the nearest 2 digits after the decimal, and we store it as a membership value into the key, the corresponding key into the complement dictionary, and we return that dictionary once the loop has completed and we have entered all the complements of each membership value corresponding to each key of each index. And on returning the complement dictionary, we receive it right here in line 45. So in line 47, we are just printing the original fuzzy dictionary and the resultant complement dictionary. This will not be alpha level set, this will be complement level or complement set, right, of a fuzzy dictionary. So that's how we compute the complement of a fuzzy set in a structured way using Python. So if you have any questions or want deeper coverage on fuzzy set operations, drop them below, and I'll see you in the next one.